high and cloaked
Hey
in
guys,
malice.
and welcome to my Darkestdungeon video. So we got another boss down, and this one is the Wizened Hag, and it's quite an interesting fight, and I will explain it when we get to it.
Anger is power. Unleash it. And now, the true test. Hold fast, or expire. This is no place for the weak or foolhardy. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end. Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
So here I am showing a campfire scene. I always like showing the campfire scenes because they say some of the most interesting things. So I did lose one character during this dungeon with this group of heroes that I'm showing at the scene. And I did continue through the dungeon, and we did make it through that dungeon. So, you know, hurrah for that, but boo for the death. Like, you get used to dying, but still, every once in a while, it's like, no, not my favorite character.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place. Weakened. Exposed to a killing blow. A momentary abatement. Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. A dizzying blow to body and brain. This is no place for the weak or foolhardy. This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won. You cannot learn a thing you think you know.
Alright, so this part is a level 3 dungeon, and in level 3 dungeons, everything just, it hits harder, has more life, that kind of thing. So this fight is 2 gargoyles and the slavering ghoul, and basically you want to kill the gargoyles first and then the ghoul next. Now, I suppose you could do the ghoul first, but the ghoul doesn't really do a lot of damage, it just adds to your insanity. So, I mean, you have to kind of gauge where you are with your characters and what they can deal with. But the gargoyles themselves do a bit of damage, so that's one of those things, you know, like I said, you gotta figure out what you want to take out first. But for me,
Gnawing
I took out the gargoyles first, and then
the birthplace of dread. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Festering fear consumes the mind. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Precision and power. Inspiration and improvement. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. Festering fear consumes the mind. The abyss returns even the boldest gaze. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle. Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud. And was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Okay guys, so now we're up to the Wizened Hag, and you can see there's the hag and there is the cauldron. Okay, so basically she does this skill or thing where she picks one of your characters and she pops them in the cauldron. Ew. Anyways, so basically you can leave them in the cauldron, but they do take damage. Alright, so the idea is, you know, go at her a little bit. If you have any damage over time, do it to her, because you're going to be spending a bit of time popping the characters out of the cauldron. Because you want to try and get them out before they have no life. So you have to kind of think with the health bars, which one has more life, which one can handle being in the cauldron long enough so that you can kind of go at the boss, and which ones can't. And yeah, so it's kind of like Ring Around the Rosie. But if you kind of pick up that technique, then you should be able to get this boss done pretty well, fairly well. And also make sure that you have some gear on your characters when you go into this one, because this is a little bit of a harder fight.
The will to fight falters. Powerful blow. Exposed to a killing blow. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Impressive. Precision and power. Leave her corpse to rot, consumed by the spores she spawned.